What's going on, everybody? Let's walk through setting up a camping tarp just like this one and kind of all the tools that I use for something like that. And hopefully that will help answer any questions you may have when it comes to setting up stuff like this or a tent when you're outside. Let's get into it. And just like that, you've got a super easy setup for your shelter to keep the sun or the rain or whatever off of you. Since I usually do hammock camping, this is the Coolie Pro from Kammok, and it's great for keeping weather out of your hammock because it makes a little A-frame like this. But when you just want to sit and relax and see out, you really don't have a good option with this. That's why I like pairing it with these snow peak poles here. One, the red color is awesome, but two, it lets you get this up and out of the way so that you can kind of see out and just enjoy your surroundings, especially when it's a nice sunny day like this. That way you can enjoy the views, but you're still protected from the sun. These red poles are really awesome because they have this little spike for you to stick through tarps and stuff. And it just makes them really secure. And then it also has this awesome little rubber bottom for you to just stick in the ground and really get a good grip on everything. Not to mention it's easy to connect and disconnect with these little latches right here. So all in all, a really useful tool for setups like this. I also really like pairing it with these snow peak stakes here because the ones that come on it are quite tiny. Here, I'll show you. They're really small and they don't have a ton of purchase if it's a windy day like today. The wind's been gusting and this thing will lift up, but it's not going anywhere because I have those sturdier stakes in, so it's just a good combination. Now, remember, when you put your stake in, you don't want to do it straight down. You want to put it in at a 45-degree angle to vertical. So that way, when it goes in, one, this little hook here sticks in the ground so that nothing can come back out. But then also when the wind blows, it won't pull up out of the ground. So just keep that in mind when you're going to stake a tarp or a tent, and you'll have a much easier time, especially on windy days like today. Then of course, I'm also using the copper tipped hammer from Snow Peak. And this thing is awesome for hammering in stakes or pulling them out or just whatever you need. And the reason why a copper tip's important is because, like, you can get a steel tipped hammer, obviously. You can use that. I used that for a long time. But the copper is softer than the steel, so it's not going to damage your stakes or whatever you're hammering in. And as this, like, gets beat up and smushed down, you can just take and pull this little pin out and then replace the copper head when you need to eventually. So you have something that you can reliably hammer and pull stakes with, but then also isn't going to damage your stakes or the coating on them, because if you're near an ocean area, then you have to worry about saltwater and rust and all that kind of stuff degrading your gear. And this just keeps you from having to do that. So you have a little extra expense of having to replace the copper head every few years, but it's more than worth it for making sure that everything that you're smacking around the campsite doesn't get damaged. And this thing is so useful for that. And then of course you always have a good pair of gloves to kind of help set everything up, because you never know when you're going to run across something you're allergic to. So just having gloves to like help set everything up is a great little piece for all of this. And just because this always gets asked anytime it's in a video, this is the medium-sized utility bag from Snow Peak, because everybody loves this thing, and I get it, because it's super awesome canvas. It has organization pockets and will just hold everything you need. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this quick, easy look at how to set up camping shelters or tarps for your outdoor needs, and kind of the tools I use to do that. And I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you found it useful. If you did, please like, share, subscribe. If you have any more questions, because I know this was super quick, leave it down in the comments below. And as always, I hope to see you out there. Bye.